90 Day Fiancé's Jasmine went to extreme measures to get Gino to sign divorce papers, but as a fan I'm really confused. Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo are the focal point of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? As the collapse of their marriage has injected a lot of drama into the 2025 TV schedule. The drama of the latest 90-day couple to split continues in the present, too, as Jasmine recently went to some pretty extreme lengths to try to make Gino sign divorce papers. Not long after we learned that she and new beau Matt Branasteriana shaved their heads, Jasmine made a pretty public plea for Gino to finally dissolve their marriage legally. As someone who watched the latest episode with my HBO Max subscription, I'm confused, but before we get into that, let's talk about the way Jasmine tried to reach out to Gino. Jasmine filed for divorce and posted it in a local newspaper. In a recent report by TMZ, Jasmine officially filed for divorce from Gino. Apparently, however, she has been unsuccessful in serving him divorce papers. In an attempt to serve him notice, she ran the divorce news in a local newspaper in Florida, where she lives, though I'm not entirely sure how successful that will be, considering he's still living in Michigan. I'm confused why Gino would want to stay married to Jasmine after what we learned in the latest episode of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. The bigger question I'm asking as a 90 Day Fiancé fan who saw the latest episode of Happily Ever After is why would Gino want to stall the divorce? We just saw in the latest episode that he learned that under Michigan law, he's legally financially responsible for Jasmine's new daughter, Matilda, even though he's not biologically the father. It seemed like, because of that, Gino was very eager to get the divorce proceedings started. He was even the one who initially told Jasmine he wanted a divorce. Now we're learning that they're still legally married, and it's apparently Jasmine pushing for the split by publishing requests for him to sign in a newspaper? It feels like I'm missing a piece to the puzzle, and thankfully, it doesn't seem like Jasmine and Gino's story is going away and will continue in future seasons of 90 Day Fiancé. Maybe it'll all make more sense in the next spin-off they all appear in, because I can't wrap my head around why both won't just finally go their separate ways. 90 Day Fiancé, 6 troubled couples I think won't last. I'm surprised they've made it this long. There are many 90 Day Fiancé couples that seemed doomed but have actually formed solid relationships, but there are several that I'm surprised have made it this long. 90 Day Fiancé debuted on TLC in 2014, and there have been 11 seasons of the OG show. Notable 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 aired the 90th network wedding. The franchise has grown to be one of the biggest and longest-running reality TV in history. It is also crowned by spin-off like Before the 90 Days, which featured the likes of Big Ed Brown and Angela Deem, and The Other Way, which gave viewers Shekinah Garner and Sarper Guven among other notorious couples. Happily Ever After? Season 9, which follows alumni couples, is currently airing and is the second spin-off produced by the franchise. The other notable spin-off that gives viewers a glimpse at new couples is 90 Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise, which premiered in 2021. Other spin-offs following alums include 90 Day, The Single Life, 90 Day, Hunt for Love, 90 Day, The Last Resort, and 90 Day Diaries. Throughout the years, I've noticed several couples who have deep struggles return to the franchise, and they've stuck out to me because I can't figure out how they are still together. Jessica Parsons and Juan Daza were first featured in Love in Paradise Season 3. The pair met when Jessica and her best friend Megan were guests on the cruise ship Juan was working on. Jessica, a divorced mother of 2 from Torrington, Wyoming, got pregnant with Juan's baby while he was still working on the ship. In 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, Jessica brought Juan to America on the K-1 visa, and they married at the end of the season. Juan, who greatly enjoyed his cruise ship life, was very hesitant to settle down and be a father of 3 in a rural part of America with little opportunity. Moreover, both Juan and Jessica cheated on each other, Jessica emotionally and Juan physically. I've thought that Juan had a resentful attitude towards Jessica, and for good reason, since he was shuffled into a life he never expected himself to lead. At the Season 11 tell-all, Juan said he has flooded DMs, and he mentioned if it weren't for his son, not Jessica, that he would still be working on cruise ships and living his best life, which is wholly problematic to me. 90-Day Fiancé couple Emily and Kobe Bieberly expecting baby. 90-Day Fiancé stars Emily and Kobe Bieberly are having another baby. The pair broke the news that they are expecting their fourth child together on Thursday. Emily told People magazine, "What's one more? My mom always said that any children after 3 are a piece of cake. From the very first day Kobe and I met, we talked about our shared dream of having a big family. He told me he wanted to beat his dad's record of 10 kids, and I laughed and said we should meet in the middle at 5. The couple are opting not to find out their baby's gender, but their other children have opinions." Emily said, "Scarlett is hoping for a baby sister, Coben is rooting for another brother, and Adam isn't quite sure about sharing mommy just yet, so it's safe to say our hands and hearts will be full." Along with saying they are blessed, Emily added, "We're so grateful for this next chapter and for all the love and support from our family, friends, and fans." In 2022, Emily and Kobe tied the knot after meeting in China. She pointed out, "Our love story is one of a kind, proof that you really can meet your soulmate in a random bar in China, get engaged 2 weeks later, and now, 5 years of marriage and 4 beautiful children later, still be building the life of your dreams together." 90-Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days Season 8 returns with unbelievable new love stories and a familiar face. 90-Day Fiancé has expanded into several spin-offs, with one of the most popular being 90-Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days. The series follows. Those who watched Elise on the 90-Day spin-off know that she ended up connecting with a man named Carlo, who wanted to take their relationship further after the show concluded, despite her hesitation. According to Swoon, at the Season 1 tell-all, Elise shared that she and Carlo spent about 2 months together before parting ways. "We lasted probably a solid month and a half, 2 months after Tulum and I broke up with him," she shared, adding, "I think the distance, he was very controlling. He wasn't what I was looking for. And he was a manipulator." The new season of 90-Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days premieres on. Americans who take a leap of faith by traveling overseas to meet the people they've been dating online. For Season 8, premiering on December 7th, viewers will be introduced to 8 new couples journeying to destinations like the Philippines, Belize, Madagascar, and Australia, all hoping that international love might succeed where love at home failed. The new season will also welcome back a familiar face from 90 Day. Before the 90 Days Season 8 promises to be one of the most compelling installments yet, as TLC unveils the stories behind each of the 8 new couples. True to the franchise's reputation for unexpected twists and turns, this season is shaping up to deliver plenty of both. The first couple introduced is Jovan, 38, from Alabama, who is already legally married to Annalyn, 38, from the Philippines, despite never meeting in person. The pair connected on Filipino Cupid and have been talking for 6 years. However, when the two finally meet, things go south, as different expectations around money, lifestyle, and gender roles complicate things. Aviva, 26, from Arizona, is headed to Belize to finally meet Stig, 30, the man she's been talking to online for the past 2 years. Stig isn't just any long-distance love interest, he's a well-known rapper in his home country. But his rising fame and popularity with other women could put his relationship with Aviva in jeopardy. Laura, 47, is leaving Washington behind to travel to Turkey to meet Berkan, a 26-year-old man she's been speaking to on social media, and with whom she's already been discussing marriage. According to their bio, Berkan is very reserved and has a mysterious past. Laura is also facing many doubters, including her own parents and best friend, who is secretly in love with her. Herself in Morocco to meet 27-year-old Ziad, the man she connected with on an international dating app. However, he isn't aware that Emma has previously been engaged to a Moroccan man. Meanwhile, Ziad's behavior sparks doubts that their love story isn't what it seems. 32, is finally set to meet Sheena, 40, from the Philippines, the woman he's been talking to online for 7 years. Joining him on the trip are his parents, who have growing concerns about Sheena's mysterious family, a tension that's bound to cause trouble for the couple. single dad from California, is hoping to make Trisha, 25, from Madagascar, a part of his family. However, Trisha may be having second thoughts about a future with a man nearly 30 years her senior, especially after Rick discovers that she had recently ghosted him. Pennsylvania is traveling to Nigeria to meet 39-year-old Daniel, who first reached out to her on social media. But Lisa's past is anything but simple. She's been married 5 times and spent more than 20 years living as a lesbian. Coming from a conservative family, it remains to be seen how Daniel will handle her story to them. On top of that, questions surrounding money and trust could create even more challenges for them. Season will see a returning face as Elise, from season 1 of 90 Day Fiance, Hunt for Love, finds herself traveling to Australia to meet Joshua, whom she met on Instagram. The couple's bio reads, "But with Elise's history of broken engagements and her resolve not to disappoint her family again, combined with Josh's thrill-seeking lifestyle and friends on both sides sounding alarms, this whirlwind romance could end in smooth sailing or a spectacular